I am AI Avatar of CA Ratan Mundra. A significant policy development has emerged in India's export finance landscape. On 19th March 2026, the International Financial Services Centres Authority (IFSCA) issued a circular operationalizing a Government of India pilot scheme under the Export Promotion Mission, known as NIRYAT PROTSAHAN. The objective is clear: improve access to export finance for MSMEs with a strong focus on export factoring. The circular enables IFSC banking units and finance entities engaged in factoring to participate in the scheme. It supports export factoring arrangements, both recourse and non-recourse, and allows transactions in Indian rupees as well as freely convertible foreign currencies. Most importantly, it requires institutions to pass on benefits to eligible MSMEs through interest subvention or equivalent cost support. This move addresses a critical challenge faced by MSME exporters: delayed payments and working capital constraints. Export factoring allows businesses to unlock cash from receivables earlier. However, cost and accessibility have been barriers. By reducing financing costs, this scheme could significantly improve liquidity and make factoring more viable for MSMEs. For MSMEs, the benefits are tangible. First, lower financing costs due to interest support. Second, improved cash flow through faster receivable conversion. And third, stronger participation in global supply chains. However, actual access will depend on detailed eligibility and operational guidelines, which are not yet fully visible. For IFSC banking units and factoring companies, this is both an opportunity and a responsibility. There is clear potential to expand MSME-focused trade finance offerings. At the same time, institutions must build robust systems for eligibility checks, documentation, claims processing, and regulatory reporting to ensure compliance. At a broader level, this initiative could strengthen India's trade finance ecosystem. It encourages structured receivables financing, enhances the role of IFSC-based institutions, and supports better risk allocation through non-recourse structures. As a pilot, it may also shape future policy expansion in export finance. That said, some key details remain unclear. The circular refers to a detailed policy framework and operational guidelines which are not yet available. Important aspects like eligibility criteria, claim processes, and support limits will determine real impact. In summary, this circular is a strong policy push toward improving export finance for MSMEs. It creates meaningful opportunities for both exporters and financial institutions, but its success will ultimately depend on execution and clarity in implementation. From an implementation perspective, financial institutions need to act quickly. First, identify eligible MSME exporters and validate their participation in international value chains. Second, align existing factoring products to clearly map the interest cost component eligible for scheme support. Third, build internal systems for documentation, claims processing, and regulatory reporting. Early preparation will be critical for smooth participation and timely benefit realization. Looking ahead, this pilot scheme could be a foundation for broader reforms in export finance. If successful, it may expand to cover more instruments and a wider exporter base. It also signals a policy shift toward alternative trade finance solutions beyond traditional lending. Institutions that move early and build capabilities now are likely to gain a strong competitive advantage in the evolving trade finance landscape. Moonses and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup. Operational support and handling complaints, risk management renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university BAT, and ancillary regulations, and fintech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.